Hello everybody and welcome back to the what if scenario, what if Luffy was never born. Today we are going to check out the Orange Town arc, and without further ado, let's get right into it and see what would change if Luffy was never born. As you can see, this is already our fourth part of the series, so if you want to know what happened in the Romance Dawn arc, please check out my other videos. I also did a video about what if a VTuber was in One Piece, so maybe check that video out as well. But now let's get into it. A quick flashback. Our death counter is still on -1 because in the Romance Dawn arc there weren't many deaths. To be more precise, there were less deaths without Luffy, so he's responsible for a lot of deaths if you think about it. But for now, let's look what would change in our next part in the East Blue Saga, the Orange Town arc. First of all, we have to look at Nami, because Nami is pretty much the most important character in this arc, because she gets introduced here. As we know, it all started because Luffy and Zoro traveled around pretty much without any plan. And then Luffy got captured by a bird he actually wanted to capture for the food. But now he was captured and they flew somewhere without any knowledge where to go. And then he suddenly fell in front of Nami and 3 thugs of Buggy's crew. Nami used this chance to tell that Luffy was her captain, but this time she doesn't have this opportunity. In my opinion, she can still escape from the 3 pirates from Buggy's crew, but without everything that Luffy and Zoro would do on this island, she won't get the bags of treasure from Buggy. But she will at least have the map of the Grand Line. So I think there could be a lot of potential with that in the future. But for now, let's look at this. Nami only steals treasure from pirates, so everything is still okay. She stole treasure from Buggy and she doesn't really care about the villagers. I mean, technically, if you think about it, the situation the people from Orange Town are in is very similar to what Nami is experiencing in her home island. But I think she probably cares only about her people and not about most others, at least in this stage of the story. She has a lot of character development that might go overseen. But now we look at the clown, Buggy the Clown. He is also a very important character in our story, but everything he has done here is send out his crewmates to take over this town. And one person who stood up against them was Choo-Choo. Choo-Choo the dog, who wanted to keep the food store safe from his old owner, but the owner already died a long time ago. So Choo-Choo was there, and one day the lion tamer Moji and his lion Richie came there to the food store. Choo-Choo would probably still defend the store and get utterly destroyed by the lion. I mean, there's no chance a dog can beat a lion unless he suddenly awakes Conqueror's Haki. But this is just a personal preference. You can see this. There's one way this can go. Technically, Choo-Choo will die here. Nobody will save Choo-Choo from the lion, but I personally don't want to kill a dog. So I will just say that Choo-Choo will escape after the Richie arrives and he gets one attack on, but then he will escape. And maybe later on he will return back, but for now he will escape because I don't want this to turn into a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure arc. And now we look at, we have this fight between Choo-Choo and Richie. I mean, we can't really call it a fight. It's pretty much a beatdown. So let's just get to the next point. The mayor of Orange Town, he wanted to confront Buggy, but there is no chance for him to win. So he probably would just go there, get defeated, and then escape. Because I think Buggy is ruthless, don't get me wrong. He would kill people. He actually killed people from his own crew in this arc. But the mayor probably defends himself and then he will just get away. because Buggy is out for partying and not for killing in his place. If he kills too many people, the Marines are going to get into his way and he can no longer party, so this is probably the best scenario for him. So no death here. And like I said, Buggy is just here to party. And without the confrontation between Buggy and Luffy, there is nobody stopping him. So he will probably stay in this town for quite a while. Maybe even forever. Who knows? Now we get to the consequences of this arc. First of all, like I said, in my opinion, there were no deaths from the mayor or the dog. But we had a death where Buggy killed his own crewmate because he was mocking him for his nose. Or at least he thought like that was the case. So we are now on death counter 0. This will probably increase in the next weeks. And now we see this here. Because Buggy never got defeated by Luffy, he will never leave the island. And he doesn't get set flying and will search for his body parts. And as we already learned from the Romance Dawn arc, Elvida also doesn't get sent flying. So she, first of all, obviously doesn't have the smooth route, but she also doesn't find Buggy because Buggy is nowhere to be found. He's just in Orange Town. So there will be no alliance between Elvida and Buggy. I guess one of the strongest alliances in the One Piece story is hereby cancelled. But one epic thing we can look forward to in the future is, after Buggy has partied enough, one of his crewmates will probably inform him that Nami stole his treasure map. And Buggy is all about this treasure, so he might get pretty furious about that. So he will chase after Nami, in my opinion. What do you think about that? What do you guys think? Will Buggy chase about Nami because of the treasure map? Or will he just keep it and relax wherever he is right now? In my opinion, he will chase there. And thus we will see a fight between Buggy the Clown and Arlong the Shark in the future. Obviously, a few other things that also happen in the far future won't happen either. We will never see the Loketown arc consequences with Buggy capturing Luffy there, and obviously in the further future, Buggy will never become a member of the Shichibukai. He will just stay in the East Blue, most likely, because the only reason he's strayed from his path of partying and doing stuff in the East was because Luffy was there. And this probably won't change now, unless some other pirate comes and messes up his plan. And this is already the end of the video. So, if you liked it, please consider to subscribe or press that like button. And next week we will look into the Syrup Village arc and what Usopp has to do now without any help of Luffy and his friends. So, see you all next week. Bye!